There are moments in a chosen one's journey when the silence of heaven is not absence, it's strategy. When everything seems paused, slowed, or covered in quiet, it's not stagnation, it's sacred preparation. This is one of those divine pauses. The message is clear. Remain hidden, not because you are weak, not because you are forgotten, but because your exposure too early could sabotage what is already set to unfold. It is not the absence of activity that defines this hour, but the unseen orchestration of your purpose. God has said, "Remain hidden for a day," and that day is everything. That moment of withdrawal holds the blueprint for the future. It's not about hiding in fear, it's about sheltering power until the moment is right. Chosen one, stay with this message until the very end. There is an energy here that's ready to shift something deep within your spirit. If you believe in the movement of wishes and the power of divine timing, take a moment to comment your warmest wishes and 144 below. You are not here by mistake. Your words are part of the shift. Your intention helps energize the universe. Now, chosen one, show your light by liking this video and subscribe to the channel. And let's step into this together. The instruction to stay hidden for a day is not arbitrary. It is the final layer of protection before the unveiling. Just as seeds grow in darkness before they ever touch sunlight, your calling is being fortified in the quiet. You are not behind. You are being aligned. The delay you feel is not denial, but divine placement. You've been called not to perform in public right now, but to prepare in private. The silence you feel? It's not the absence of sound. It's the echo of destiny drawing near. You are not lost in this moment. You are being covered, preserved for something no eye has yet seen. To many, your absence might seem like withdrawal, but spiritually, it's your greatest move yet. You've been shown glimpses, signs, dreams, and sensations you can't explain, but you've also been instructed not to reveal too much. That's not coincidence. That's wisdom. What is sacred must first be protected. God is saying, "Don't unveil what I haven't finished painting. Don't shout what I'm still whispering." This is a one-day window, a sacred hush over your life, for a reason. Your presence, your energy, and your insight are too valuable to be prematurely cast before those who can't yet recognize the weight of your truth. Remaining hidden doesn't mean becoming passive. It means being intentional. You're not being asked to vanish, but to align. This is about keeping your energy sealed, your plans sacred, and your direction spiritually secure. You've felt it, haven't you? The inner pull to step back, to log off, to avoid that conversation, to skip that gathering. That's your spirit obeying divine timing. You've been instructed. This isn't about avoidance, it's about elevation. What you withhold now will empower your arrival later. There is strength in your silence. And in this one sacred day, this divine pause, your spiritual roots are expanding deeper than ever. The surface may look quiet, but underneath, you are becoming unshakable. Your clarity is sharpening. Your soul is aligning. The voices around you may question your distance, your change in energy, your new rhythm, but don't waver. You are doing something most will never understand. You are obeying the unseen whisper of your calling. Let them speculate. Let them assume. You're not here to be understood. You're here to be aligned. God is shielding you, not from people, but from premature exposure. Some things are too delicate to be touched before they're ready. You're being protected from energies that would drain you, from eyes that would envy you, from hands that would try to shape what only heaven designed. This one day of remaining hidden is not small, it's strategic. It's protection before presentation. It's quiet before the quake. Everything is being positioned. Don't panic when nothing seems to be moving on the outside. Trust what's being repositioned on the inside. Heaven's silence is never empty. It's pregnant with purpose. When you obey the instruction to remain hidden, you align with divine order. You come into sync with something so much bigger than your own plans. You enter a flow that cannot be stopped, no matter who sees you or doesn't see you. And this moment, though it feels still, is alive. The divine is watching. The angels are covering. The forces you cannot see are working in your favor. Don't resist the hidden hour. Embrace it. Let it wrap around you like armor. Let it protect your glow until it's time to shine. This isn't a denial. This is incubation. You are not being left behind. You are being prepared to lead. Stay hidden, just for now. Because when you rise, it won't be a whisper. It'll be a roar. The world won't be able to ignore what heaven has set in motion. And the best part? You'll know that your emergence was never because you forced it. It was because you flowed with the divine rhythm. You'll know you were covered, guided, and unleashed at the perfect time. You may not realize it yet, but this one day of stillness is changing everything. Not in ways that are loud or obvious, but in ways that will echo for lifetimes. The hidden moments of a chosen one are never wasted. When God tells you to remain hidden, it means heaven is moving in ways that require your absence from the noise. There are blessings that can only be delivered in the silence, instructions that can only be heard when the world is paused, and alignments that can only be made in the unseen. This moment is holy, sacred, timed with precision. You're not being asked to wait. You're being asked to trust. There are forces that wanted you distracted today, voices that tried to call you out, temptations that almost pulled you in. But you knew. Your spirit felt the call to hide, not in weakness, but in wisdom. Because something is being formed in the background that your enemies, your doubters, even your past self could never anticipate. Your future is being fortified in this hidden hour. What they think is your silence is actually your strategy. You are not reacting. You are realigning. You are not running. You are rising. And it's in this pause that the old weights are falling off. The identities you once wore are slipping away. The false attachments, the unnecessary conversations, the draining obligations, they don't belong in this new season. God is decluttering your life, clearing your atmosphere, removing distractions so you can hear clearly. Your silence is your sanctuary now. It's where your spiritual downloads are coming. It's where your new blueprint is being delivered. No noise, no performance, just alignment. This sacred withdrawal is not about hiding in fear. It's about protecting divine power. You are carrying something that must be birthed in purity. And the world you're about to step into cannot receive you if you're still trying to be everything to everyone. The chosen ones are being pulled back right now, not because they are losing, but because they're being sharpened. The less you say today, the louder your future will speak. This isn't about silence. It's about divine speech through movement, timing, and revelation. When God said, "Remain hidden for a day," He was also saying, "This one day will unlock years." One day of spiritual obedience can collapse timelines of delay. One day of honoring the divine whisper can trigger favor you didn't even pray for. One day of honoring silence over reaction can silence every enemy without you ever lifting a word. Your destiny depends on this, chosen one. This is more than a pause. It's a pivot. In this hidden place, your discernment is sharpening. You're beginning to see through people, through situations, through yourself. You now recognize who is aligned and who only pretended to be. You sense the fake smiles. You feel the energy of misalignment. And most importantly, you know what you are no longer available for. This day of hiding is a line in the sand. Who you were yesterday won't survive what God is bringing tomorrow. This is your in-between, and it's sacred. You might feel alone, but you're not abandoned. You might feel unseen, but you're being watched over. Heaven hasn't forgotten you. It's fighting for you in ways you can't even comprehend. The silence you're obeying now is commanding the supernatural. The spiritual realm knows your name, and right now, it's moving mountains behind the scenes. While others rush into noise, you are flowing with God. And when the day lifts, when you're called back into the visible, everything will feel different. People won't recognize you at first. Your energy will have shifted. Your words will carry weight. Your presence will feel divine. That's what happens when chosen ones honor the instruction to remain hidden. They don't just come back. They emerge transformed. Do not underestimate this moment. God is not late. He's strategic. Your destiny depends on this one act of surrender. One day, one hidden hour, one divine pause. This is your cocoon season. Let it wrap around you. Let it refine you. Let it prepare you for wings you've never spread before. You're not disappearing. You're becoming undeniable. The ones who are chosen are often called to retreat, not because they're weak, but because their assignment is rare. And rare assignments require rare preparation. Right now, you're not just being kept away from the world. You're being saturated with a new level of understanding. This is the space where divine downloads become direction, where clarity replaces confusion, and where your soul is being instructed in a language no one else can hear. You're learning to trust the unseen, to find comfort in the invisible, to feel at peace without external validation. That's what makes you chosen, and chosen ones don't operate on the world's calendar. They move according to divine timing. While others are rushing, promoting, forcing things into place, you're being taught to pause. And in that pause, you've become more dangerous than ever before. Because you're not reacting, you're being realigned. That's why this hidden moment is so critical. It's a stripping and a strengthening at the same time. You're letting go of the unnecessary and stepping into the unstoppable. It's also why people can't understand you right now. Why they say, "You're quiet lately," or "You've changed." Yes, you've changed, because God changed your instructions. You're not accessible like you used to be, because you're not available to energy that drains you. You're not responding the same way anymore, because the version of you they knew is dissolving. And what's rising in its place is more focused, more powerful, more anointed. This isn't just a new chapter, it's a new language. And not everyone was meant to speak it with you. The world may look at this day of hiding and think it's a delay, but in the spirit, it's acceleration. Every second in silence is a second in strategy. Every moment You're not seen by man, you're seen by God. You're not missing anything. In fact, you're gaining everything that truly matters. The kind of favor that can't be manipulated. The kind of wisdom that can't be taught. The kind of strength that only emerges through obedience. That's what you're being filled with in this invisible moment. Don't let the illusion of movement distract you. Just because others are loud doesn't mean they're right. Just because they're visible doesn't mean they're valuable. You, chosen one, are being built to last. This silence is making your roots deep. And soon, when the time is right, your fruit will be undeniable. But for now, stay hidden. Stay still. Stay in sync with the whisper that led you here. Because the whisper is where the wonders begin. This day was designed to teach you something the crowd could never show you. That divine destiny doesn't need to be defended. That God's plan is protected, even when it seems delayed. That being unseen isn't the same as being forgotten. In fact, the unseen are often the most remembered when their season comes. Because when God says, "Now," no one can deny what He has built in secret. The pain of isolation is temporary, but the power it produces is eternal. You will not be the same after this day. Your discernment will be sharper. Your decisions will be cleaner. Your energy will be more guarded. You will no longer try to explain your path to those not anointed to walk beside you. You will no longer question the delay. You'll understand that every pause is a placement. Every silence is a setup. Every hiding is a holy shield. There are conversations you'll never have to revisit, because this one day of silence will speak louder than 1,000 explanations. The people who doubted you will see the shift. The ones who overlooked you will be forced to witness what silence created. And most of all, you will know in your spirit that something changed, even if you can't fully describe it. Stay obedient, chosen one. This is not the end. It's the echo before the emergence. Chosen one, when God calls you to remain hidden, it is because something monumental is about to shift. This hidden day is not meant to hold you back. It is meant to protect the most fragile and powerful stages of your transformation. Like a seed buried beneath the soil, you are surrounded by darkness for a reason. The soil is not your enemy. It's your covering. It's the place where roots deepen, where strength is formed, and where life begins to take shape unseen. Without that hidden stage, the seed could never grow into what it was destined to become. You, too, are in that stage. This period of silence and separation is teaching you patience, but more importantly, it's teaching you alignment. When you stay hidden, you allow divine timing to take control. You stop forcing outcomes and start trusting the invisible forces that have been guiding you all along. This is when your spirit is molded, your thoughts are sharpened, and your energy is refined. You're not just waiting, you're being prepared for something that requires a new version of you, a version forged in stillness. Your destiny is far too valuable to be rushed. That is why God has called you to this moment of retreat. He is ensuring that when you step forward again, you'll have the wisdom to sustain what you receive. Too many people rush into their blessings without the maturity to handle them, and they lose it all. But not you. Your hidden season is your training ground, and every moment of stillness is strengthening your foundation. The world may not understand why you've pulled back. They may think you've gone silent or lost your fire, but in reality, your fire is growing stronger than ever. This is a sacred fire that cannot be extinguished because it's fueled by divine power. Power. You don't need the noise of the crowd to validate you anymore. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. Your energy speaks for itself, and soon, your breakthrough will speak even louder. This day of being hidden is a shield. It protects your vision from those who would misunderstand it. It guards your dreams from those who would try to steal or diminish them. It keeps your heart safe from the negativity of those who do not understand your purpose. God is saying, "Let me protect you while I prepare you." And when God protects, no weapon can reach you. No voice can stop you. No force can dim what He's about to reveal. Understand this: your silence is not a weakness. It's a strategy. Every great move begins with stillness. The archer pulls the arrow back before it flies forward. The waves pull away from the shore before they crash with power. This hidden day is your pullback. It's the tension that's building strength and momentum for the moment you're meant to launch. And when that launch comes, you won't just step forward, you'll soar. Stay grounded in this truth. What is for you will not pass you by. The doors that are meant to open will not close because you are hidden today. In fact, some doors only appear when you're still enough to see them. This silence is helping you recognize the opportunities that align with your spirit rather than your ego. It's helping you release the noise and distractions that could have sabotaged your future. You are being shaped, chosen one. And this shaping is sacred. Every moment you spend in obedience to the call of silence is a declaration that you trust the higher plan. And trust always brings reward. The world around you is moving fast, people rushing, chasing, performing. But you, chosen one, have been commanded to pause. This pause is not a punishment, it is precision. God is doing something so exact, so deliberate in your life, that even a single step out of sync could shift the entire outcome. That's why this hidden day matters. That's why your stillness is critical. You are not delayed, you are preserved. This is not a setback. It is divine synchronization. When you remain hidden, you stop aligning with the rhythm of the world and start resonating with the rhythm of the Spirit. You move differently. You sense differently. You perceive beyond the surface. What others see as silence, you know is strategy. What others call inaction, you recognize as inner alignment. You are tapping into a deeper frequency, one that can't be heard in the noise, one that requires solitude to receive. This is a day of spiritual encryption. God has encoded this moment with layers of revelation that only you will be able to understand, because it's written in your soul. That's why it can't be shared, explained, or exposed too soon. If it were spoken too early, it would be misunderstood, attacked, or diluted. But by staying hidden, you're giving space for clarity to rise. You're giving your future room to breathe. Chosen one, this sacred hiding is also protecting your reputation. Sometimes people will judge what they don't understand. They'll mislabel your process, mock your retreat, and try to define your path through the lens of their own limitations. But when God covers you, their words hold no weight. Your name is being kept in divine custody until it's time for it to be spoken in rooms you haven't even entered yet. Let this day be the day you let go of the need to explain yourself, the need to be seen, the need to prove. None of it matters now. Your only responsibility is to obey, to remain under the spiritual radar while God finalizes what He began in you. He doesn't need you to broadcast your progress. He needs you to embody it, to sit with it, to carry it in stillness until the moment it's ready to erupt. Understand, this hiding is not just about waiting. It's about internal mastery. You are being invited into deeper levels of discipline, focus, and surrender. You're learning how to control your impulses, how to respond instead of react, how to see beyond what's visible. This is the maturity that will sustain the weight of your next level, because the breakthrough coming isn't small. It's legacy-altering. That's why the preparation feels so intense. And though you may feel unseen, know this: you are not forgotten. Heaven watches over those who obey the quiet call. Angels move on behalf of those who move in faith, not noise. You're not missing out. You're being marked. This hidden day is heaven's way of saying, I trust you to hold the silence. Not everyone can. Not everyone is called to it. But you are. Keep in mind, chosen one, God never hides something unless it holds great value. Think about that. Precious treasures are always hidden. Gold lies beneath the earth. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Sacred scrolls are sealed until the appointed time. And you have been sealed for this moment. One day, that's all he asks. One day of surrender. One day of stillness. And in return, he aligns your destiny with favor no man can manufacture. So as you sit in the quiet, don't question the silence. Revere it. It is speaking louder than words. It is shaping a narrative that will one day echo through generations. All from this one day, where you chose to listen, to yield, and to remain hidden. What if I told you that everything could shift in a moment, but only if you're not too busy trying to be seen when God asked you to disappear? Chosen one, it's a test, not of talent, not of appearance, not of status, but of obedience. The kind of obedience that feels uncomfortable, inconvenient, even invisible, but unlocks an outcome beyond anything you could force on your own. This is the sacred edge where destiny is drawn. God is watching how you hold this one day, not because he needs confirmation of your value, but because he is confirming your readiness. It's not the public moments that define you, it's these hidden hours, the ones where you wrestle in silence, the ones where you choose trust over noise, where you walk in purpose without applause. These are the hours where God's eyes are most focused on you, not the crowds. During this time, you may feel tension in your soul. You might be tempted to act prematurely, to break your stillness just to prove you're not stuck. But remember, chosen one, movement doesn't always equal progress, and visibility doesn't always equal value. Some of the most powerful growth happens beneath the surface. Roots don't grow in sunlight. They grow in darkness, in silence, in depth. And you too are being rooted deeper than ever before. This moment of concealment is not punishment. It is construction, a sacred rebuilding. You are being prepared for weight you have not yet carried, influence that has not yet entered your life, responsibility that requires inner stability. So while it may seem like the world is passing you by, know that what God is doing in you will outlast trends, noise, and short-term attention. You're being built for longevity, for impact that cannot be undone. Understand this truth. Breakthroughs born in silence carry a different strength. They are not dependent on validation. They are not fragile. They are not easily broken, because they were not built on the need to be noticed. They were birthed in presence, in solitude, in spiritual alignment. That is the kind of breakthrough you're being prepared for, the kind that shocks those who doubted you, the kind that even you couldn't have fully predicted. You are not hiding because you're weak. You are hidden because you're chosen. And what's coming will require a quiet spirit, a steady hand, and a soul that's been trained in patience. You don't just need to arrive. You need to arrive with power, clarity, and purpose. This moment is not about appearances. It's about authority. And true authority is forged in unseen hours. The fire is hot now because the blessing is heavy. So sit still, even when it burns. Wait, even when it aches. Trust, even when you don't understand the timing. Because what is being preserved within you is greater than what anyone could currently applaud. And when the hour strikes, when God says, "Now," you will emerge not only recognized, but respected. Not only seen, but unstoppable. One day of silence. One day of surrender. That's all He asked. And you, chosen one, have honored it. Not out of fear, but out of faith. Not because you had to, but because you chose to trust the voice that has never failed you. And in that choice, everything shifts. The world won't know what happened in your hidden hour, but they'll see the outcome. They'll see the elevation. They'll see the acceleration. But only you will know. It was born in the quiet. It was birthed in your surrender. It was sealed the moment you obeyed. This is what destiny requires. This is what alignment demands. And this is what it means to be chosen. Chosen one, the hardest part about remaining hidden is not the silence. It's resisting the impulse to explain yourself. It's not that you don't have something valuable to share. You do. It's not that your vision lacks clarity. It doesn't. It's that God is shaping you in a way that doesn't yet require the world's commentary. Not everyone is qualified to witness your transformation in progress. Some people were only meant to see the result, not the process. The delay is not denial. The silence is not rejection. It's divine insulation. You are being protected from spiritual theft, from premature exposure, from unnecessary warfare. You are being shielded while your soul is fortified. Because when you step into your next chapter, you won't just be operating from hope. You'll be operating from proof. The proof that obedience unlocks blessings. The proof that stillness activates movement in the spirit. The proof that God's strategy is beyond human reasoning. You see, most people don't understand what it takes to carry true favor. They think it comes with applause, with validation, with consistent visibility. But the truth is, favor is costly. It demands discipline. It calls for separation. It strips away ego and replaces it with divine insight. It asks you to be okay with being unseen by people, so you can be fully seen by heaven. There is power in being hidden. The kind of power that builds legacy, not just success. The kind that doesn't just attract blessings, but keeps them. God isn't just preparing a moment for you. He's preparing you for momentum. And momentum cannot be sustained by shallow roots. That's why He told you to remain still. Because what's coming requires spiritual endurance. It's not just a glimpse of glory. It's a new level of living. There's a reason it had to be one day, one divine 24-hour period where your spirit said, "Yes, I trust you." One full cycle where heaven watched you surrender control, release pressure, and submit to divine flow. It's not that God needs time, it's that He uses time to test your posture, to measure your stillness, to see if your faith can stretch wide enough to hold the blessing. And right now, that's exactly what's happening. Your stillness is being measured, but not to punish you, to crown you. Because, chosen one, the moment you obeyed that instruction, to remain hidden just for a day, you tapped into a timeline you never saw coming. You realigned your future. You activated the next season. You turned the key. Yes, it felt like nothing happened, but everything did. The spiritual realm shifted. Heaven took note. And your name, yes, your name, was marked for manifestation. The kind of manifestation that is undeniable. The kind that others can't ignore. The kind that causes people to whisper, "How did they get there so fast?" But you'll know, it was never fast. It was faithful. Let that truth anchor you. You are not falling behind. You are being escorted forward on a route that others were never assigned to understand. They will question the outcome, but they were never meant to comprehend the calling. Keep moving in silence. Keep trusting in whispers. Keep obeying without an audience. Because the day of hiding was never a detour. It was destiny disguised.